Jesus.
Shorts.
I know, but I didn't know what you're showing me.
Sorry.
That was all right. We are. What up? And welcome to Daytime Talk After Dark. My name is Al Jackson, but that is unimportant. What is important is that my co-host just flashed me.
I'm wearing. It's a skort.
Yes, you're wearing a skort, but if I had done that to a female co-host and just pulled my pants down, I was like, look, Batman on these.
No, they're shorts. They're shorts.
I believe that they're shorts,
So
but
it's
I
not
can't get away with that.
No, it's not inappropriate.
You showed me your nether regions
I showed you my shorts.
that are in front of your nether regions.
So I can't wear shorts?
I don't want to look that way. Erica's like, stop talking.
Okay.
No.
I can feel Erica's eyes like, let's get off of this.
No, well, actually, that's not what my eyes were saying.
What were your eyes saying?
I was actually hearkening back to a very young Erica in kindergarten. I was in Bible school, which, the kids go to while the adults are in regular church. And
Do they call it Bible school or Bible study? Bible school sounds
Bible
like you.
study.
I went to Hebrew school.
Yeah.
Hebrew school. I
Okay.
went to Hebrew
So,
school.
you go into your little section where your age group is, and you're there during church. And Miss Irons, shout out to Miss Irons. She just passed away actually fairly recently.
Rest in power.
She was my teacher, and I had told the boy next to me, Antoine, I was like, I'm not wearing underwear, and I can prove it. And so I did exactly what Tori just did and lifted up my dress to show it. And Miss Irons just snatched me up and walked me into the sanctuary to sit me with my parents to let my mama know that I had left the house without any undies on.
See, that upsets me because once again,
That's
black
so harsh.
people do not get the credit we deserve. A black woman was the first Me Too. And you know what?
What?
You should be in the Wikipedia. Ground zero for Me Too. But no, they gave it to some white man. It was Erica
technically-
flashing people in Bible study.
Yeah, technically, I was showing Antoine.
Okay. Did you just, you have a good memory. Did you just want to, just generally just show him, you can walk around on the planet with no, what was the end goal?
I think what it was that I just thought it was so entertaining that my parents my mom put me in a dress but forgot to give me underwear. So I was getting away with something in that moment, and I just thought, I was 4 or 5.
Right.
Come on.
I'm so interested in the way kids think, why you did that. And that makes perfect sense as a kid because you see your parents as these omnipotent, all-knowing things, and you're like, my mom, God, forgot to put my underwear on today.
Totally.
Guess
She made a
somebody's not
mistake.
perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
She made a mistake.
Yeah. Shocking.
I think I just like to point out whenever there's shorts under skirts or there's pockets in a dress. Those are two things that women are like, look, there's pockets. Look, there's shorts.
I think pockets is the way to go for women.
Can I be honest? When I was in Bridal, because I did Bridal, whenever a bride came in and was like, look, I'm not really into getting married. I'm not that excited. I'd always do this. You know what? Let me find you a dress. And it would be a simple sheath or whatever, maybe a little ball gown, but not too big, like an A-line, simple, right? And I go, oh, and by the way, put the veil on and then flounce and go, whoosh, it has pockets. Sold every time.
Really?
Yeah, they were practical people. They wanted to put their lip gloss away, their cell phone. That made sense to them as
But not
okay,
practical enough to pick a
utilitarian.
partner
Well,
that they didn't
I was just
complain
thinking
about.
that's the difference between me and Tori, because Tori was like, let me make this look perfect for your imperfect day for the rest of your imperfect life, where I would have been like, okay, just follow me because the back door will lead you to the alley. It will
Right.
get you to this particular bar.
There's
You're
a
gonna go
man
in there,
waiting
you're
for
gonna
you at the
ask
river.
for Trey. Yeah. Trey is going to give you 2 shots of tequila. Then he is going to hook you up with Bonnie. Bonnie has a car outside, and she is going to drive you to the next town over. Just go.
I like that you had them all set up like
Yes.
guys.
I feel like you guys could work together perfectly in a bridal shop. You could sail up front, whisked away, after check cleared, right in the back. Michael Dean is joining us. Michael
up,
Dean,
guys?
our incredible executive producer. How you feeling, man?
Today's a good day.
I really
Yeah?
want you to tell your special story.
No, we're going to save that for later. Today was
Okay.
an expensive day. A $1,400 vet bill.
Yes.
And a $2,500 to fix the AC.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that sounds like a Sophie's Choice. I don't know if I can make both of
Dude,
them.
don't do Sophie's Choice on AC.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what
what
I'm saying with AC.
Yeah.
They both got paid.
Yeah,
I'm just
yes.
an ATM at this moment.
Do you
Yes.
feel a little wan, a little weak?
I'm not going to be going out to dinner for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I'm just going to put a silver lining. You're very lucky you got an AC guy to come out right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because
It is
it
hot.
took us about 2 weeks to get an AC guy to come out. Yeah, we finally got him, but I was like, damn, you got an AC guy?
Yeah.
That's the most impressive part of that story.
What's up?
AC and plumbing. Like, I always look at the way that they're portrayed, you know, on television, where like the plumber on any sitcom is like some guy and his butt cracks hanging out, and he's like, oh, what's the problem? Like, these people allow your life to continue. Your home with no AC, your house with no plumbing, you have to leave immediately and go to a hotel. You can't be like, yeah, we're just not gonna have a toilet for 3 days. Like, the impact of that line of work versus, like, I just look at them and I'm like, you guys are nicer than me. I wouldn't have any pricing chart. I'd just be like, Erica, you guys need these toilets fixed.
Well, here's
What
the
you got?
thing, though. Yeah, plumbers, electricians are the next rising stars of the millionaire class, mostly in multi-millionaire class, and mostly it's going to come down to the assemblers. So if you're someone who has someone in your family who might be in
Does
HVAC
welder count? Does
or-
a welder count in that?
Tori's so stuck on welders.
I just think it's a really good vocation.
I don't know
Okay.
if welders are on that list, but if they're assemblers, someone who can find the people with the appropriate skill set and organize, you will absolutely create generational wealth that way.
That's right.
Absolutely. Tori, we're going to get to the bottom of your welders issue
Just think
later.
it's a good
You bring it up a lot on Friends from Work, and it's just like anytime we're
There's
talking
a
about
need
any
for-
kind of vocation, Tori just like whatever you're saying. I had a mechanic. Was there a welder on staff? I don't know what's going on. Kind of weird.
I'm just saying welders, there's a lot of trade schools. There's a lot of openings for welders. Welders are also plumbers. So yeah, says Julia.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, before we get started, I just want to say I had this thought driving over here. I was obviously running late, and I was thinking about how much living in this city or in major cities has jaded me, because I was leaving the complex where we live, and something had happened on the street where there's a fire truck and several ambulances, and they were blocking the exit, and I was just like, damn it. I was so mad at whoever made them come. And I should
Who
have.
is probably having a really bad day.
I figured the fact that our street was blocked off, but my first thought was like, how dare they?
I know what you mean.
5
I
o'clock.
know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
save that for
I
3
know.
a.m.
I know what you mean.
Can we get a Sunday a.m. afternoon
my
crisis?
And my mom
Well-
often called me. And my mom like called the ambulance a lot.
Yes.
And when I see one, I'm like, oh god. I get it.
Lord,
That's
I
so
know.
bad.
it
I
is
know.
hard out here in these
Wow.
streets.
She's right.
It was.
She's
I
right.
was like,
I
I couldn't
hope they're
believe.
okay.
Move it along.
I couldn't believe how jaded I was. I was really disappointed in myself.
I understand.
Thanks for not making me feel better. And
I'm not going to make you feel better on
can you at
that.
least tell me I'm still a good person in my core?
No.
I mean, you're a good person, but that was karmatically messed up.
I know, and I'm trying to expunge that now.
Yeah, well, don't look at me. I'm
I
not
clearly
God.
I won't, because I'm. All right, well, Tori, I'll tell you somebody that nobody's looking at because they're not there. The Democrats, Texas.
Yeah, they've.
They pulled a little piece out.
Yeah, can you explain
we
that?
We worked on your peace sign. Show everybody.
Oh yeah, hold up.
There we go.
Okay.
Tori was given this one, the 1969 one. I was like, you got to flip
I
that
think.
around.
You guys don't think that's allowed anymore?
It is, but only like
now,
a theme party.
Sharon Osbourne did this. Did you see that?
I did.
I didn't get this thing.
Is that maybe that's a Ozzy Osbourne? thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then this is for Boy Scouts
Okay, I don't know. I feel like you're about
Girl
to start.
Scouts.
and Boy Scouts, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's
I
just Girl
I know it's
Scouts?
Girl Scouts.
Wow, everyone's
Go ahead.
disappointed.
Can I ask you something that's gonna make Erica probably get up and leave? Okay, when you see sex toys, there's always the one arm that's like this, like, and I understand the fist,
Oh wow.
and I understand.
It's not that type of daytime talk after dark. It's not that kind of dark. In fact, it's still very light out.
My
Okay.
people use that.
Wow.
Okay, we'll talk.
It-
Michael
we don't-
Dean knows.
I don't understand.
I can't. I'm
I do not understand.
All right, let's talk about the Texas Democrats. I'm sorry.
Please.
I thank you.
Thank you,
Marcy.
Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you for that super
Understand.
chat.
And
And
I
also,
do want to
please,
say,
yes.
Marcy, I think I saw, I hope I'm not mistaken, that your loved one passed
Sister.
on Monday, your sister. And we just wanted to say, as your cyber friends, but honestly, there to support you. We are so sorry, and we are wrapping you in love and light, and we are very, very here for you if you need anything, because you've always been here for us. So thinking of you, Marcy.
Yeah,
really thinking of you.
Yeah.
I don't do ad libs with people that have passed.
She is
well.
really, I mean, but that was good.
Thank
was
you.
good.
I was worried because I
I
looked
wasn't going to scrutinize.
Erica and I were both looking at Tori running out of words.
Yeah.
I just want to say, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, we'll just wrap it up, Tori. Because it's all love there, but
I just get a little overwhelmed.
there's a limited amount of words in the bucket.
You need to work on the landing.
Yes.
Yeah.
it in
I
for
love you, and we
landing.
love you, Mars.
We love you, Marcy.
You know, what I always try and do in times like this, because you're inundated with the horrible stuff that goes around somebody passing, is think about the last time that you guys really, really laughed together. As corny as that sounds, like your best memory. When my friend AC passed away, he was the center on our high school basketball team, and I just remembered a memory we had in high school and his laugh. And that's like, I made sure that was the core memory I had, you know, rather than getting the phone call and like, but just his laugh in history class that day. So yes, so Marcy, find your laugh in history class and stick and focus on that today. So we love you, girl.
Yeah.
The Republicans, however, are not loving these Dems because they left. Tori, they did what we've seen. We actually saw the Republicans kind of pull when they went to vacation early so they wouldn't have to vote on the Epstein, releasing the Epstein docs a couple weeks ago. And now we're seeing the Democrats pull kind of the same maneuver as the Democrats are fighting the redistricting map, also known as gerrymandering.
I think there should be a drag queen named Jerry Mandarin.
There should be.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
There we go. Just look at Erica.
I think so.
Like at a hamburger Mary's.
Story, are we?
Yeah.
We're all a little scared because we're confused. Why don't you tell us more about it, Michael Dean?
Okay,
I was
so
explaining it.
Well, yeah, but very slowly.
Texas Republicans want to redraw their maps, the voting maps, and pick up 5 new House seats in the process. This is something that Trump has wanted, and you know, it's relatively easy for Republicans to deliver this in Texas. So
In California now.
well, a bunch of other states now are looking into doing this.
That's correct.
Including, you know, of course, California and Gavin Newsom, and then in New York, Chicago, but other states, Indiana, all these other places are now looking whether or not they can do this. Now, typically, redistricting only happens every 10 years after the census, but this is, of course, in the middle of that, which is, you know, a political, you know, hot dog. It's something new that's never done before.
Did you say
Well,
political
I mean-
hot dog? That's
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah,
I made that
political
up.
hot dogging.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when Jasmine Crockett comes out and says they just basically drew the line around my house so that she's no longer in the district that she serves, and she's not the only one. I mean, it was that surgical to ensure that people.
These lines look crazy. When
Yeah,
you see them.
to ensure that people like Jasmine Crockett would be out of their district and they would either have to move back into the district, or it creates this whole other issue. And I mean, here's the thing. You said, like, this is what the Republicans wanted, this is what Trump wanted. Well, I really do want to stay in my neighborhood, and I really do want a bigger house. Unfortunately, the house next to me belongs to someone who doesn't want to sell it. So do I just find a way to just acquire their land in order for me to have what I really want? I mean,
Right.
it's like the
Bad
way
news,
that
your house is on my backyard now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
like,
it's like.
it's so strange to me how remedial this nation has become. Like it's like we used to value growth and we used to value decency, and now it's just about what I want and who wants it at that time, and everybody has become like that. Like the way that people have been communicating lately, we thought it was bad when we were on air every day and people would get all up in arms. It has become exponentially worse, like to the point where I'm like, we're literally doing things in the house, creating safe spaces of sanctuary because I legit do not want to go anywhere. It's like so insane right now. And I don't know what it's going to take for us to, one, come back to a sensible place where the truth can be the truth, the false can be the false, and everything in between can be a negotiation. But this idea of negotiating over things that we know are 100% right, just, fair, and correct, I'm not interested in these conversations, and that's all that's happening.
First of all, that was so freaking brilliant. Renee, thank you for the money. We love you. Thank you so, so much. We love you. But that was brilliant, I thought. And I will say two things. One, Jasmine Crockett, keep an eye on. She is a superstar. I said star, but she's a superstar in the Democratic Party. She is becoming,
Totally agree.
She is just becoming a social media darling. She gets the digestible way that you need to be. She gets the fight. She is backbone. Keep an eye on Crockett. She is phenomenal. Second, I think, and I always did this on DBL and I always got made fun of, but I think Trump is somewhat of the aberration administration in which we will see a return. I do think the pendulum will go back to sanity and right and wrong and false and true, but I think there's going to be a long scar in this country, and it's going to take a while and take different candidates, but I do believe we're going to go back because the political world in DC likes the homeostasis. They don't like this crazy chaos and the redistricting and all this. So I think we're going to get back to the pendulum. I hope. That's what I pray. But I thought it was very, very smart what you said.
I just, it's interesting if it does come back to sanity, if that's the word that we're using, which I think is what we all want. It's like, well, y'all done the damage now.
Right.
It's like we've already made it clear that, like, you can accept a $500 million plane from a foreign country that at certain times has been viewed as an adversary. So that's that. We've decided that your kids can still work and make money. You've decided that you can still profit as a president. All these rules have been broken.
Mm-hmm.
But no one else has the balls to be, and I don't mean it, no one else but Donald Trump can get away with it. There's
The
something
audacity.
about Donald.
I think you were talking about the audacity.
That's what I meant. The audacity.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Because he's emboldened in a way, and he gets away with it, Teflon, that no other, like J.D. Vance couldn't pull that. Name one Republican that could pull the stunts that Trump does and get away with it. He's a 1 in a million candidate.
I think whatever Republican has the money back.
No, I don't think.
Because all you have to do now is be like, hey, oh, you're a Republican that doesn't want to get in line.
Ted Cruz couldn't pull this off.
Well, we're going to primary you.
No, but Rubio couldn't. Like, no one has that gall.
The only reason Trump can do it is because he has money behind him.
I don't agree.
Yeah,
I think there's a certain crazy in Trump that is like.
But they've already unearthed the crazy. So they found the people that they need to move forward. So they found the people that are the Sandy Hook deniers. And they found the people that think that the Obamas are foreign Muslim. So they found all those people. They have their coalition now. Almost like in Game of Thrones. Remember when they went outside the wall and they got the wildlings? They got all the different rival factions, and they put them together, and they were able to take down this big kingdom.
But you need
I
a king.
think that's what the Republicans did. They found all the racists that they were keeping in the attic, all the flat earthers. They found all the conspiracy people. They found all the Epstein people. They found all the Obama people. They found all the human beings are invaded. We all have 12-foot aliens in our body. There's a lot of those people. And they put them all together, and that's why they're able to have this base that cannot be moved.
Yeah,
and I
but
don't think it'll
here's the
disperse.
thing about it is, the thing about that is that base, and you're absolutely right, but they're loyal to one person.
I completely agree.
Which does absolutely create this issue. I'm not, obviously our parents are of a certain age. I'm not wanting to speak something on someone's life, but this is someone who is in their final chapter. Like, there are no consequences now, and there won't be consequences for quite some time, which means that everything that he does personally will not matter for him personally in terms of repercussions. I truly believe that that's how he operates and that's what he thinks.
Absolutely.
But for all of this contingency and this base that is unwavering, they are not unwavering to the Republican Party.
It's
they
to
are
him.
unwavering to Donald Trump.
I agree. He's the king.
Who steps in to that role?
There's a huge
Because
vacuum. Yeah, I
they've
agree.
already disappointed and turned their backs. It's very clear to a lot of people who were always Trumpers that the things that he told them he would do never happen, and they are absolutely in dire straits because of it. So whoever the next person that comes in, particularly for a Republican candidate, has to be able to at least speak to that base to assure them that they are going to right that wrong. Will that sheer number of people be enough to get something where the pendulum starts swinging at least moderately?
Right, I agree. And may I just say one thing with Just Me's Fun Hub? I also agree with this. Trump pushes the buttons on everyone who's repressed daddy issues. I really feel like a lot of people who love Trump want a strong father figure in their life. I really believe it. There was a whole article in the New York Times about this, that like the people that are yearning for that strong paternal figure love Trump and will keep him there. But I don't think there's another Republican that takes that place. Just wanted to add that. You seemed interested by looking and fubbing me on your phone.
I wasn't fubbing. I was looking at the next story,
Okay,
buddy.
I'm
But I did
sorry.
want to say, in terms of things not going away, I absolutely hope both of you two are right. I do hope that. What I worry about is, like, let's not forget, we're talking about ICE now. ICE was formed right after 9/11. That whole, like, ICE was part of it, but the Department of Homeland Security allowing people to have their phone calls surveilled. These are all things that we're dealing with in real time now. And now ICE, this coalition of masked bandits with no qualifications, are now, what, the third or fourth biggest army behind the United States,
They're
China?
bigger, they're bigger than some countries.
The budget that they just got for these people that we have no record of who they are, that don't have to show their face, much less a badge number, much less a body camera, that is not going away. Michael Dean, if you can get the exact number of the budget that was passed for ICE, that budget is going to stay whether Trump is here or not.
I knew some Democratic president can take that budget and put it elsewhere.
Do you think
They got the big beautiful bill? They got $100 billion for ICE.
$100 billion?
my God.
$100 billion. You think that $100
Oh my
billion?
gosh.
You think some Democratic president from some blue state is going to be able to come in and be like, I don't like that?
Yeah, they can run on this as absolutely huge pork.
Their people will say it, because the Republicans will just frame it like you don't like the military, and that's going to be a wrap on that.
There's no way that ICE needs $100 billion. And a Democrat would come in and say, I have common sense, economic sense, and this is in it. They would come in with that.
But that money's going to be
I'm going
already
to tell you
spent.
that the farmers will rise up if they keep deporting their.
Their workers?
Let me
Yeah.
tell you this. The farmers are gonna. Yeah, I agree. The farmers will rise up, but not before the people going hungry. Okay.
Right.
Like, so
Very
that's the
good point.
thing. That
a
kind
good
of
point.
puts your. I understand what you're saying, Al, but it also makes it questionable because people are impacted in real time. So I think it changes the sentiment a bit when you cannot feed your family or you can't get a job to keep a roof over your head.
But anytime certain groups that are in trouble, like, for example, when Trump got rid of, was doing the whole propaganda, getting rid of ICE and going to hotels, going out to fields where people pick strawberries and things, and were rounding people up, then clearly there was a message sent from his biggest donors, people from Purdue and the hotel industries, saying, hey, you're doing that to our employees. So then Trump comes out and he goes, we're making a little special carve out for hotels and agriculture. And there'll be a carve out for farmers, for white farmers. But the people that are impacted, they'll make carve outs for the people that matter, which are the perceived white American farmer, which is, yes, they exist, but there's a lot of brown farmers too that are never talked about. I'm saying that there'll be carve-outs for Trump people so that they'll stay happy, but I don't think there'll be any mercy shown to anybody that does not specifically bend the knee and bow down
I
to
think
that regime.
once the Trump era is over, it is absolutely a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all right now. I'm telling you right now, the power is truly, in times like this, no different than during the global pandemic. More millionaires were created during that time than since the last big natural disaster, basically. That's what happens when there's upheaval and there's dissent and chaos. So you really have to think. That's the reason why I'm like very into how do you put the power back in your hands? How do you control the narrative and how do you control your future? Look around your communities, look around your homes. What are your skill sets? What are the pain points around you? How can your value proposition actually contribute to that? Because everything's up in the air. We have been told that we cannot count on our employment, even if we have done this skill set for 20, 30, 40 years. We have been told that we cannot count on the economy. We have been told we cannot count on the government. The only thing that we can really count on is ourselves. So people need to get really back to basics and really clear about how you want to move about the cabin, because now is the time that it's going to happen. And when this tide changes, then it's going to look like a whole new day. So you have to decide which side of the equation you want to be on.
All
Very
right.
nice. And the people in the chat are saying that we should get merch.
Yeah, hoodies, T-shirts, mugs. I even suggested bobbleheads. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll work on that.
All right. There was a round of silence to the bobblehead idea. I loved it.
I love the
Michael Dane.
bobblehead idea.
I thought that was a great idea. But yes, maybe something fun and something practical.
Yeah, I'm like, if y'all are really interested, we should probably do this. We should probably design some merch and then do pre-orders, because
a very good
we are
idea.
poor, and
Yeah, she's right. She's right.
Yeah.
Erica's always right.
we're poor. And let me tell you, I just ordered merch for something specific,
very
and
pricey.
I don't want to sit on merch right now. So if y'all would really like something, we can come up with a way to get it pre-ordered and get it to y'all.
I love it.
I love that. All right. Let's,
Erica with a practical answer
I'm
here.
just
All
saying.
about it.
I don't want to be killjoy over here. I'm just saying we need to be sensible in these times.
or we can just white T-shirts with us, just like black marker, just like we love.
Well, I'm just an
art.
ATM over here, so I can pay for that.
I think our merch would run about your vet bill
Right.
today,
Yeah.
and then we'd have
Damn.
to sell it for double.
We'll
Yeah,
put the
yeah.
DTAD logo on them for sure, guys. We got this all worked out. I could cross stitch one at a time.
It'll take a while. But
Torian is
Yes.
we would have
It's
to.
a sweatshop for Tori.
2075, you will get your merch.
Yes.
100%. And we're working on. I like Erica's shirt today too. Everybody
Oh,
does.
Lionel Richie?
Hello,
I think it says
That's
all
good.
night long.
is it me? Tea. I have a tea cup that says, "Is it tea you're looking for?"
That's good. I love that.
Thanks.
Actually,
Thank
that's
you.
very cute.
all night long shirt? You know, when I took Anthony to meet Lionel Richie.
Yes.
Yeah. I took my husband when we first started dating to meet Lionel Richie, only I didn't tell him that we were meeting Lionel Richie. I just told him we had to go to this concert, and he was like, "Why are we going to a Lionel Richie concert? That's for our parents." And I was like, "First of all, sir, that's not true." Julia, thank you so
Julia,
much
1999
for the super chat. Julia, we appreciate you. Oh, seed money for merch. Thank you.
So sweet.
Thank you, Julia.
And they said we should put a little owl on it, a night owl.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess that's the only kind of owl.
Hoot.
I guess owls are night owls. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Okay,
I
sorry.
totally agree.
Okay,
All right. Let's talk about something that is not going to make us giggle. Let's briefly discuss what's going on with the Epstein thing. Michael Dean, why don't you fill us in on the latest with the subpoenas and whatnot?
Guess who they're subpoenaing, guys? It rhymes with Dill Denton.
Yeah, well, first of all, there are definitely daytime owls.
Are there?
I just Googled that.
Okay.
So, yeah, we can confirm that
Okay.
there aren't just night owls.
I thought there was okay.
Yeah, so when it comes to this whole Epstein Files latest thing, this House Oversight Committee just subpoenaed the Clintons
Dill
to
Denton.
testify, a bunch of attorney generals, all the way back, I believe, to George H.W. Bush's attorney general for that whole sweetheart deal that Epstein got in 2007.
Which is Alex Acosta.
I believe that's correct.
was,
and
yes.
then
Who
also,
became
of
his labor
course,
secretary.
He became that Acosta a lot of money. Okay, go on.
the Epstein files that Pam Bondi has refused to release. So
So let
They're
me just
still on her desk along with the JFK and MLK files. I'm like, your dance card is full, my dear. It's like, let's knock one of those out.
I think what's interesting here, what we should say is that not only is Bill Clinton subpoenaed, Hillary
Yep.
Clinton is subpoenaed. Now, when you're under oath and you're being subpoenaed, you must say what you were witness to. Now, there's something called plausible deniability, which is very popular within the politicians of D.C., which means I only want to know how much you can tell me before I can get in legal trouble. So if both Hillary and Bill Clinton went to Yale Law School, both of them, they met at Yale, okay? They are very smart about this. They were political from the start. I wonder if Bill kept a lot from Hillary, or she purposely didn't want to hear a lot about what's going on. But we all knew a showdown eventually would happen with Clinton having to be subpoenaed. We know he's on there. Apparently he's on the plane manifesto 26 times, meaning he took a plane with Epstein 26 different times. So he's a major player as a witness, as someone who is abetted in the crime. So that was
Well,
going to be a showdown at some
allegedly.
point, allegedly. I think, yeah, but he is on that manifesto.
But I don't
Right.
think any of this matters.
Tell me, what do you mean?
Because the people involved are too powerful. We're talking about
I think Clinton
world
had
leaders.
something to do with allegedly.
We couldn't take down Puffy. What makes you think that you're going to get? We're talking about people like Prince Andrew, Les Wexner, who ran the Limited, and
The Limited is so powerful.
the Limited in
No, I know,
in the
you're right.
late '90s.
No, you're right.
With the Gap and
You're right.
Victoria's Secret,
Yeah, I know,
they
you're
were
right.
making some money, and he just signed over. I think more than anything, I think we the people are concerned with the young women as we should be. I think what they're really hiding, copy, is the money, because how did this high school dropout? This college dropout, this person did not finish college. How does he end up
With
becoming
$600 million?
a billionaire? I think he had 3 private planes,
Well-
2 islands. How he was at Bear Stearns, but he had no recorded transactions.
He was a
Like,
consultant only.
how? What?
Well, for starters, it's not as though people who don't have a long-standing formal academic history haven't become successful. So I don't want to put that narrative out there, because there are plenty of people who are in that position, and great for them. In this situation, though, you're talking about someone who they're a connector. They're seen all the time and never at all. It's very
great
common.
point.
Like if you
Wait,
so
who
I
are we
can't-
talking about?
Epstein.
I see. I see.
So, like, I came of age in the Chicago nightclub scene, and that was during a time where there was copious amounts of money, cash everywhere. And there were a lot of reasons why there was cash everywhere. A lot of those reasons were nefarious. There's always a guy who everybody knows they're completely protected. Everybody sees, but no one ever sees.
That's so Chicago.
And they're the person. It's so everything.
Yeah.
That's how power dynamics work. When you start talking about RICO, the reason why RICO became a thing was because people couldn't get the guy who was actually orchestrating everything, because their hands were always clean. So this was a way, the bottom level people were doing the dirty work. So getting these like connectors from person to person, those are the people who hold the most power and they hold the most secrets. The most shocking thing to me was the fact that this man, Epstein, died. Like, that he was killed. A lot of people were like, oh, we knew that was coming. We knew that was coming. But it's more so about how it was done than why it was done. Because to me, that was a signal to someone else. The Ghislaine Maxwell situation is very strange to me. Like, how they're maneuvering this entire thing. People are kind of talking about like the headlines, but you're not talking about the mechanics. And I feel like there's a lot of mechanics here that are very much in plain sight, but people just can't see them.
I just have to add that I think the way he was killed was also a strong message to anyone else willing to speak out. And I also think it came to the very heads of state. And I'll say that I'll always say that.
Well,
I know it's a conspiracy theory, but I really think the heads of the people we're talking about getting subpoenaed, I really think it had to be the top of the top, and they are the top of the top.
Can I ask a question that Michael Dean, I'm apologizing ahead of time, will completely derail the show? Are we sure that he's dead?
Oh my God.
Look, okay, do you want to have this chit chat, Tori, before we go
We
there?
don't know.
mad
We
at me.
absolutely do not
no,
know.
I'm not getting.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
No,
we
I'm not
don't
sure.
know. Yeah, because if you think about
Why
this,
would he be alive?
why would he be alive? First
Why
of all,
keep him alive if you're going to fake his death?
because he was an agent.
So why not
working-
kill him?
Because he had dirt on everyone.
Right. So why not actually kill the man?
Because
Because where is that dirt?
Where's
It's not
that
just
dirt?
in his head.
Yeah. What do you
Oh,
think?
of course, it's all recorded and all that. It's
Yes.
cameras everywhere. I completely
so
agree.
what do people that, like, let's say,
But you would rather get him dead.
Let's say I had information on all y'all, right? Information to take Michael Dean down, Nick, Erica, Jacob's not even here. I'll take him and his family down. Take you down, Tori. I'll take your father down. And I know that you guys all know I know that. And I know that you guys want me gone. So what would be my recourse to protect myself? I would say I've got what's called a dead man switch. And that means if something happens to old Al, Erica, guess what? In real time, an email's fired out to 9 News, to the Shade Room, to everywhere saying, hey, this is what happens if something should happen to me. This is the raw footage.
But it didn't.
It didn't because he's not dead.
I don't get it.
Well,
It's pretty simple.
No, I do. I'm not.
We have pictures of JFK dead. We have pictures of Tupac dead. We have pictures of every famous person dead. Where we don't have one autopsy picture of this nobody
real
child
quick,
molester.
there was an autopsy. But to Al's point, I think this is interesting. There were, of course, many inconsistencies in his death. You know, the
bed sheets,
the security cameras, all these other
the
things.
hyoid bone.
But it does point out here the removal of Epstein's body from the cell before it was photographed violated prison protocol.
That's
Everything
weird.
violated that, man.
That's weird. Why would they do that? Why this random man?
Because I think the evidence showed that he was murdered, in my opinion. There was too many bed sheets. There was like
But
a
you
million.
can still show a picture of him. There's pictures of presidents with their heads blown off.
Lucy agrees
that you
with
can
you.
See.
Lucy says thank
Why
you,
don't
Al.
we have a picture of this nobody disgusting child molester? What? Oh, his estate won't let us get a photo of that? You can see anything you want on the internet in 2025. Anything you want, you can see. You can see it.
Well,
but you can't see a picture of that. How'd that happen? That dog don't hunt. What's up, Michael Dean?
Well, Epstein's brother hired his own pathologist to do another autopsy. So there were 2 autopsies done, one by this, New York City chief medical examiner. So I would assume that there were pictures and notes taken during, both.
It would sure help to show us those pictures.
in a world where everything leaks,
everything's visual.
In
too.
what was it, 1996, before the internet, Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, we were able to track that dress down to the dry cleaner before anybody knew anything. But yet we couldn't get a hold of this. How is that?
I mean, I'm not.
How is that?
I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but I definitely am picking up what you're putting down, and it's not like I haven't thought it. I mean, at the end of the day, here's the thing: it's almost like this is a movie, and these people are characters in a movie. But the problem is, it's not a movie. This is real life, and at the root, the through line is the United States of America is okay with pedophilia. That's what it is. But here's the thing. We've been so historically othering these less developed countries. All of the problems are over there. We are the saviors. We're this. Newsflash, United States of America are the teenagers of the world, okay? That's what it is.
We're only
and
200
we're
something years
acting
old.
like it. We're acting like we are going through puberty. We are turning against each other. We're saying up is down and down is up just to be contrarian and get attention. It's like, it's so nauseating, but the most nauseating part about it is the level of protection that people at the highest levels have chosen to use their power to abuse children. And we are having a whole political, hot topic debate about it. Like there aren't actual victims out there. Babies, children. So I don't know how else to have this conversation without being like, hey, you sick Fs.
Erica,
I mean, honestly.
Erica, you don't look.
They're still separating families, sending the kids off.
Yeah, and
And where?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, where? And also, it's just a bigger conversation. I went on a little tear about a week ago on Friends from Work about the fact that this country has had a long-standing tradition of child pageants. What are those for? I remember I was watching E! Back in the day, and there was like a preview for Dance Moms, because I used to tell my friends, I'm like, who watched this? And I was looking at the TV, and they were stretching out one of the young girls. First of all, as somebody that's been around producers for 10 years, I'm like, that's not a highlight that you would show somebody stretching before, but you would if she was 12. What are these? Remember when I texted you guys in real time when DBL was still on, when I was watching that Nickelodeon show and sending you screenshots? Like, what is this?
About
And that came out as well years later. When you step back as a member of this country and take off your red, white, and blue sunglasses that you got given to you as a giveaway at the motor truck rally, and you look at what's really going on, at the base of it is kids. What happened when 12, 18 gold medal winning Olympians were like, this little worm is touching us? Everybody said, shut up. Go back and look at some of the comments that they said to those girls. They told them to shut. Women that have been get up at 3:30 in the morning since they were 4 o'clock so they could tumble for this country And as soon as they were like, this doesn't feel right, everybody, to the point where one of the young ladies' fathers unalived himself because he felt so bad about it. What happened to Ohio State when all those wrestlers came out and said one of the doctors was doing stuff to us? Well, we can ask Jim Jordan because now he's in Congress. How'd that happen?
Penn State.
Yeah, Alex Acosta kept the Epstein stuff down, and now all of a sudden he's Trump's labor secretary. How'd that happen? When you keep your mouth shut about stuff going on with kids, you're going to get a thumbs up every single time. So let's be honest about what's going on here and what we see on our televisions, whether it has to do with Nickelodeon or whether it has to do with E or TLC, whatever those gross shows are, kid beauty pageants where it's JonBenet Ramsey going out. Let's go get a kid's bikini. Why would you ever do that, Erica? Where would they even sell such a thing? It's because there's a want for that in this country. And until we have that conversation, we'll have all the other ones, but we won't have that one. How did who's the wormy guy from Michigan State?
Larry Nassar.
How did his first accusation was in 1996, Erica? We got around to that, huh? The FBI just stopped following that case 2 times. How'd that happen? Let's move on. All right, we are talking about Delta Airlines. We're talking about Delta Airlines. I just saw Michael Dean's face.
Well, I was also wondering, I'm like, who's walking?
Yes, I was about to say, it's like that's I got my yeah. That's I don't know if they're coming to get me already. Somebody is here.
Speaking truth to power.
Yes. You know what's interesting is just hearing somebody walk above my head like that took me back to just growing up in Cleveland. Huge houses in the city that were like duplexes, but they were all wood, so you'd be able to hear your uncle upstairs, like, because everybody had like a little suite, and it's like it was just, but it wasn't like you had money. It was just like back then houses were effing huge. Basements, you could fit 30 people down there. They were just huge houses in the Midwest. So just hear that took me back to that. All right, Michael Dean, we are getting ripped off from the airlines, but they're not even putting the blood, sweat, and tears behind ripping us off like we did old school, little elbow grease. Now they're using AI. Michael Dean, talk to us about what's going on with AI.
Yeah, okay, so the Delta president of Delta Airlines on an earnings call revealed that they are currently using generative AI technology to determine some prices on domestic flights. Right now, it's only about 3% of flights, but they're hoping by the end of the year, so, December, to have it about 20%. So 1/5 of all the prices. And basically, the whole idea is to have AI use all of its learning potential and data to come up with, prices that are going to be good for Delta.
So
maybe not so good for consumers.
Yeah.
Now, I love this line in the article. Former FTC chair Lena Khan has cautioned against this. Basically,
there's only one Khan in my life, and that's Shaka.
Right.
Keep going.
So her point was that this example of an airline using AI to charge a higher fee to a passenger, quote, because the company knows that they just had a death in the family and need to fly across the country.
First of all, that's cruel and horrible. And also, I feel like this is profiling. Like if I asked Michael Dean earlier, what if I just got a promotion and Delta now knows that, and now I have a higher flight because of that? This is kind of like what's going to happen everywhere.
Well,
they're going to profile
Delta's
you.
saying that they're not using personal information yet. I mean, I added that yet.
They're like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The technology
broken into
isn't
your house
quite-
yet.
I haven't violated
where
you
it
yet.
needs to be. When
Yeah.
it gets there, we'll have that
Damn.
conversation.
So apparently this is what we call, this is price gouging when they start to know you more. And I start to think there's going to be something called cyber profiling. You know what I mean?
It's not going to stop with Delta. Like,
No,
this
I
is
mean,
going to
it's a
happen at the
slippery
grocery
slope.
store.
Yeah.
This is going to happen with gas prices.
Doctors.
Oh, definitely doctors.
Definitely
visits.
doctors. Insurance.
Yeah, you
Wow,
already
yeah.
don't know what you pay
Right?
for stuff. at
Health insurance. Oh, you're a
the
smoker. I
doctors.
just found out you bought 2 packs. Don't lie on the form. Sorry.
I mean, no, it's you sound like you're about to apply for a job with them. You sound like you're more. You sounded like you had a natural gift for really. Congrats on your promotion.
It's like a cyber profiling. They're going to take you down, look you up and down, scan you, and be like, here's her weak spots. And it's all Money, 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 money.
This is why, we've been giving away our personal data.
Oh, yeah.
And we
Musk has it
haven't
all.
realized what it's going to cost us until, the chickens are coming home.
That's what it was
To
all
roost?
for, Michael Dean.
They're going to roost.
It's like, it's so interesting. I went on my whole diatribe about trying to buy, Pedialyte, and it was all locked up and everything. And I'm like, isn't it so interesting, Cobb, that like we go to the
Why
store.
did you say just Cobb? I'm here too.
Well,
Say
I was
Shulman.
looking at her.
You never say Shulman.
Well, that's because I was going to come to you with the next question.
All right.
Well, you do have 2 syllables. Cobb
It's
does just
easier.
kind of
It's
roll
easier to
off
say
the-
Cobb.
Yeah.
What if I said Shelley?
That's someone else.
I call you Tortor.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll make this about you.
Okay.
Tortor.
No. Keep going.
No, but everything that we go to buy is so locked down. The Topo Chico, you got to go get a guy from the back. But yet, from that same company, you'll get like just a random text like, "Hey, all our data got leaked. Thanks, Wells Fargo. Any other information? No. Click this link if you want. This may be a scam too. So if you click that link,
Yeah,
it's probably
totally.
spyware as well. So like all you Target really sends 1 or 2 of those a year. All these major companies, our data got breached. No, here's what you can do. Here's how we're going to be funded. Elon Musk had 19-year-olds just going through, and then he just left, and no one does anything. And then all of a sudden we're like, well, how does Delta have all this information? How's it? They have everything.
Data is the new gold mines. It's
I
the
think
data
they
mines,
have everything.
baby.
I think they have everything.
Data is the
Well,
new language.
now they know
money.
what to do with it. Before it was just kind of sitting there. They weren't really sure. Like they targeted ads, right? That was maybe it.
But they
I don't
grow in
know.
sophistication, don't they?
Well, no. Now they just have tools that learn it all and do it for them.
Right. Yeah. I think to Michael's point, there used to be a part where like, they would get everybody's data and then they'd get the smartest kids from Yale to all sit in a room. But now in real time, it's updating. Oh, black women that take 19 trips a year and are married and have this level of education and have this many credit cards, we can charge them this for this price. We can charge them this when they go to DoorDash. Everything is almost weirdly curated in a horrible way just for you. And they're going to figure out a way to package it to make us feel special.
Just how much they can squeeze you.
Right. Just exactly.
I really hope if someone has a death in the family, they don't raise those prices. That is horrible.
But
that
that's
is
capitalism.
beyond. No, that is cruel.
That-
I mean, there was bereavement planes. You could get tickets for free to be able to fly at one point. Now
I
it's
was like, that was a long point.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
damn,
were
now we're the
dating yourself
opposite.
with that one.
That was a
Damn.
very long point to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Now you click on a tab that says bereavement. It says too bad, so sad. So here's the price. Yeah. No, but what you're talking about, Tori, is there was a time on this planet when you used to call Delta, and a person would answer, and you'd be like, "I lost my aunt." She'd be like, "Oh my goodness," and like you guys would interact.
I had
Now,
that conversation when
that
my
would-
Aunt Peggy died. I had that with
Right.
a human being.
Yeah.
And she said, "I'm so sorry."
And you still remember it.
I do, and it was so kind, and I got a bereavement ticket because of it.
That's awesome.
It would be like, well, now we're doubling your price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it would be AI. Sorry about your aunt.
Yeah.
And you're like, customer service. Sorry about your aunt. Customer service. It really. I think we have sacrificed human beings at the altar of us getting things a little bit more efficiently, a little bit faster. Now you don't have to talk to anybody when you want to check into your room, and that's good a lot of times. But this is what we're dealing with on the back end, and we are both not to blame for that and very much to blame for that.
I agree.
So let's keep it moving with I almost called this a fun story, but I cannot. We're talking about the Denmark Zoo. Erica, do you know what's going on there?
Why don't you-
That was the best noise.
Sorry, I got an emergency text, so I had to look at it. Why don't you tell us what's happening?
I'll
at the
tell you.
Denmark
The
Zoo?
Aalborg Zoo, which is Danish for "How dare you," is asking for the Danish. No, it's not.
If you had said any other thing but that, I would have believed you for the rest of my life.
They are asking for domesticated pets, and this includes rabbits, guinea pigs, and let me say horses and dogs, to be given to the zoo to be eaten by the zoo animals. Okay, now, let me say something very quickly. They will be, quote, gently euthanized by trained staff before the kill. So they are past. They're dead. Okay, they're dead. And horses, yes, Sarah, horses. And they say that this is more in tune to what these animals are used to hunting and foraging in the wild. Okay, look at Brandon. They're eating the pets.
Yeah. It's gonna come back. Honestly,
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
But what tiger is eating a horse?
I think a lot of them.
What?
Because they're eating zebras,
But
which
they're
is
not-
a type of horse.
Oh.
Think about it. That's a horse-like
Horses
creature.
weren't like in Africa. They
Well,
were-
there was a horse-like creature that they take down. Lions certainly.
horse-like creature. Just don't ever say that
A
again.
centaur. Anyway, if you are a Dane, I don't think this is crazy to you because they are of a survival, outdoorsy, hunting, foraging country.
Tori, I think you get confused about where Denmark is on the map.
Denmark is a very progressive country. Tori's
one of the
acting like they're
happiest.
shooting their
No, but they
prey
hunt
every night.
They have a lot of ski shooters.
We
and,
hunt too, but that doesn't mean we're gonna do it tonight.
Well, I'm saying I think in oh yeah, they killed the baby giraffe to feed the lion.
Right.
So, and some people are saying meat is meat, and they're going to die anyway. So why not at least give enrichment to the animals? Is all I'm saying.
Okay, so
They
as
will be
we
killed.
know-
They will be killed beforehand.
Yeah, no, I
Or gently
understand. I
euthanized.
understand. And I know that a lot of people who aren't necessarily, I mean, maybe they are pet people, but a lot of people who aren't pet people do bring up this interesting point of the hierarchy when it comes to like which pets or which animals we should have more compassion for and things like that.
Right.
I think ultimately, while I could never see either one of my dogs taking them somewhere to like voluntarily feed them to some other animal,
like Jurassic Park.
The reasons why there are.
No, no, no.
I couldn't see doing that to poor Spike. Like even after he was gone, I wouldn't have taken him, like, Lord, that is horrific. However, we do have to consider why hunting seasons in certain places are a thing.
Right.
And it's because of population control.
Right.
So if they're asking for these animals to be surrendered in this way, is it a population control issue? And is this
That was not in the article. It was more about enriching the animals in the zoo.
Well, but if they have kill shelters, I don't see like better that than an incinerator.
Are you saying use kill shelters like a minor league system where we bring them up to the majors? You're going to be running for your life tonight, kid.
The fast ones make it back.
Again, they are gently euthanized before
But do animals
the kill.
want dead animals in the wild? They want them alive to chase them
Of course,
down.
that would be better, but this is the second best option, Al.
Animals don't eat dead animals.
Well, they would if they had maybe a horse or a dog. That would seem much more enriching than kibble.
Oh my gosh.
They're not-
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be triggering.
Oh,
y'all didn't know this.
Did y'all know not Spike died?
Oh yeah, it's been almost a year, y'all.
Wow.
But and Tori, you very
Thank
sweetly
you.
you knitted Erica.
I didn't knit. I cross-stitched Erica.
I was trying to say something nice,
Thank
so
you,
F it.
thank you.
Yes.
I apologize. Thank you.
She cross-stitched
That's right.
a little Spike heart over my heart
Over her
on
heart.
a very cute shirt.
It was a cute
It's
shirt.
very cute.
Yeah.
I wear it. I wear it to work out
And-
in.
Thank you so much.
That's beautiful, and our night owl should know that, yes, even though we might not have mentioned that Spike passed away, or we mentioned it, but you might have missed it, we talk about those that have left us as if they're still here, because I believe they're just here in a different form.
Spike.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Spike's around.
Spike's
just
here.
Spike's
swirling
first
around in the
heavenly,
cosmos, kicking
first
it.
heavenly birthday will
Holy
be on
jeez,
Monday.
it is 5:15.
Yeah. But wait, we got to say happy birthday.
To
Sam
Sammy.
Shocker! Sam Shocker's birthday is tomorrow, so make sure you go on to her Instagram, wish her love. We hope that she's enjoying her time with her family.
By
'cause
the way,
she deserves it.
And her husband has the same birthday.
That's right. Happy
Shout
birthday to
out.
Mark as well.
And Josie Rose. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Josie Rose passed in February. I hope you all knew that. I'm sorry if you didn't.
I mean,
we
it was
can't-
all over your Instagram.
All right. Well, not everyone follows,
It
but they
was-
should be.
What Michael Dean is saying, it was a lot. Sophie and her choir sung at the Rockies game yesterday.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
and
get
Sam
out.
was there, and Sar obviously was there on the field. And
That's so
Sar
cute.
sent me a text. She was like, "They sounded great."
Did they?
Yeah, Sar doesn't send just super nice things just to say it. Like she was like, "They sounded great."
Oh
So
my
shout out to
gosh.
Sophie.
That's amazing. And
Aw,
Miles
that's
would
so
play.
cute.
Miles played Captain Hook and wore a 1980s rock band hair for
Oh
the
my gosh.
captain.
He
Love
was
it.
like Amadeus,
Yeah.
Captain Hook.
It was so funny.
I love it. Okay, do we have an unpopular opinion so we can maybe leave on a positive note?
Yeah. I've got one. Stand by.
Take
Here
your
we
time.
go.
Oh yes, Sierra. Josie Rose died.
Oh no.
I'm sorry we're letting y'all know about this so poorly.
We've got bad news about Biggie. Okay, sorry.
And Tupac.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so this is to follow up last week's unpopular opinion that you should be able to eat other people's leftovers at a restaurant.
Yes.
This is taking leftover food home from a restaurant is trashy.
Oh, I disagree completely.
That's a
You're
good
saving
one. That's a
saving
good
you
one.
know,
saving money.
I am one of the trashiest people
Yeah.
ever. I bring everything home, and then Anthony said, basically, he was like, and these, there's things that I've just accepted about you. Like, you are going to bring the food home. It is going to sit in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days. You will never look or touch it. And then one day you're going to be gone for an extended period of time. I will throw it in the garbage can, and no one ever talks about it.
No one will
again.
discuss it.
It's just the way we roll.
That was
I
my
don't
follow-up
wanna,
question. But you don't want to eat it.
Sometimes I think I'm going to eat it.
That
It just
doesn't
never gets eaten because then I eat something else. But honestly, it's something that's ingrained in me. Big Mama, like, we would scrape the mole off of, like, government cheese. And she was like, it's cheese. It's, it's naturally moldy. Just scrape it off. And then you eat the rest of it that's not moldy. So, I mean, think about our grandparents and when they grew up.
Yes, but
like
your
in the middle of
grandparents
the
didn't give you
Depression.
the lesson, hey, Erica, we throw that away at home. Like, you're not eating it, though.
I know. My intention is to eat it. So I don't want to just leave it at the restaurant and then, like, maybe I will eat it.
Why don't you take it and give it to somebody that's unhoused?
Because sometimes there aren't any unhoused people around.
Yeah,
If
it's
there
not
is
right.
somebody unhoused and I'm walking back, I absolutely will say, hey, there's 3 scrimp left in here. Like, I do the whole thing.
You sell
But-
it. You sell it.
Yeah, but now I'm like, going from the door to the Uber and I don't see anybody. So that's what
Everybody,
happens.
I just want to say, everybody on our chat is saying, take the leftovers, take the leftovers, take the leftovers.
I eat the leftovers.
I
Tori,
always
do you eat them?
the leftovers.
Me too. I would say 95% of the time. I
Yeah.
wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I got that shrimp.
Yeah, now the worst is salad. I don't like
you
eating
can't
leftover
take a
salad.
Oh, yeah, the salad
I
doesn't
can't.
work.
I can't
I
do
will
it.
always eat leftover steak.
Steak is the best.
I will
That's my
always
favorite.
Oh, yes.
eat
Mashed
the leftover
potatoes.
pad thai. Yes.
Noodles.
Popeyes.
course.
Popeyes I can eat for 4 days in a row.
Never been to Popeyes.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
joking. I'm just
I was like, yeah, there's certain things that will always be eaten, but some things,
Okay, Tori, what's your real honest food taken home to food eaten ratio at home?
Oh, like 80%.
Oh, wow.
Especially
okay.
if it's spaghetti and meatballs.
You go to restaurants and get spaghetti and meatballs? What are you?
2?
It's like a toddler in the 1400s. You got to get something new. Why would
It's
you
a-
get
I think
spaghetti
it's
and
Clearly
meatballs?
have never had my mother-in-law's spaghetti.
I
and
wouldn't have it
meatballs.
at your mother-in-law's house. I'm not going to get it at a restaurant.
By the way, it's a classic for a reason. Sorry.
Who
Sorry.
gets spaghetti and meat? Is that a
But if
weird?
you're at an Italian restaurant, you're not going to order that.
Why is everyone
Thank you,
judging
Michael
me so
Dean.
rudely? Why are
'Cause
you
I
all
don't-
giving me
Because
the
I don't think that's
attitude?
real. I don't think you've ever ordered.
I 1,000% order spaghetti and meatballs.
From where?
From Gaetano's, from Postino's. Any Italian restaurant, they should have a good classic spaghetti and meatballs. It should taste.
How much does it cost?
Postino's has spaghetti
They
and
I
absolutely
don't
do
think
not.
they
Erica.
don't. They don't.
That's why,
They don't.
Erica. I was setting her up. Erica, I said,
wait a minute.
Erica, I made a face and I was like, Postino's is for wine and flatbreads and giving the tea to your girlfriends. It's not. You're not there
Okay.
to
All
have
right.
spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay,
Oh, what'd you do at
night
Postino's?
owls,
I got shit faced.
Okay.
That's what you do at Postino's. You don't eat spaghetti
wow.
and meatballs.
Night owls, do you eat spaghetti and meatballs? Am I that crazy of being
At
an
a
adult?
restaurant. No, put that right.
Okay, I'm sorry. At a restaurant, I don't think I'm that crazy.
Okay,
And
it
everyone's
like
it
ordering
says,
meatloaf
Yes,
at a
You guys gave me
Postino
so much
Wine
toot.
Cafe does serve spaghetti.
Thank you.
Specifically, they offer dishes like chicken a la mama, which is, and what's the other one? Lobster portofino. But
That's
it's not
definitely-
Yes,
meatballs.
that
No, I'm okay.
pairs
Okay, I
nicely
made
with
a
vat of
mistake.
wine.
God forbid, I made a mistake on Postino's.
I think they just started doing that because I
Oh,
just remember it being
God.
a flatbread
It's
place.
Yeah, and
flatbread.
tapas.
You
and
only
booze.
said that because last week I catered Postino's.
Yeah, you're right, and I loved it. And I like spaghetti and
Did you-
meatballs. Okay, look, Marquita's saying it. Patty's not a
No,
pasta person.
Julia's saying my homemade. That's spaghetti and meatballs is supposed to be homemade.
Yes,
You don't get
yes.
that out.
Wow, a latitude over here.
Okay. We just like that was
God.
just sick. You didn't expect people to jump on you.
Jesus. Take a chill pill. Eat some
Hey,
spaghetti.
Bear Hudson. I love to see you on Accidentally Informed. Bear came in Accidentally Informed and dropped a 20.
Oh, Bear. Hello.
Thank you for that,
Bear,
Bear.
nice.
I'm such an
Just
old
supporting all over-
old man. I thought a 20 was like he had some hot tea for y'all.
No.
Like he
Well,
had
he
some
did. Well, he shared a very nice. I read his comment. It was very, very nice. Oh, tomorrow I want to do. I
yep.
do want to promote Accidentally Informed with myself and Claudia Jordan. Goes live at 4 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central on YouTube Live. Accidentally Informed, and we will have Real Housewife of Atlanta, Drew Sidora, who was supposed to be on last week, but we had Carlos King instead, and so we have Drew Sidora tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that.
All right. Tori, any plugs?
Yes, I will be on Colorado and Company starting 10 to 11 every day on 9 News. And you guys can tune in. And apparently my producer said she didn't like my outfit, but you can judge me too, since everyone else here does.
I said I liked it.
I know, but the spaghetti thing really blew.
It bothers you.
Yeah.
Just think about yourself.
I am, and I'm fine with it.
I was gonna say I'm gonna make.
I spent a year in Italy, and guess what Italians eat? Pasta, spaghetti and meatballs, e vongole. Like, they eat that. That's clams.
Tori,
I
any
would
other shows
totally
you want to
get
plug?
that.
Yes, we also want to plug Friends from Work live Monday and Wednesday and Thursday, excuse me, guys. We're kicking ass. We're getting really good live numbers, and we're so thankful for y'all tuning in. We're just friends from work. We're talking about what you're talking about. Sorry to steal the DVL logo.
Hey, somebody had to. That's
Somebody
not,
had to take it.
I think you inherited it.
Thank you very much.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
See, Marquita's going to go have some spaghetti. Thank you.
At her home. She's not ordering it. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Sometimes you learn about Epstein. Sometimes it's about Tori lying about a pasta dish that she never ordered from a restaurant. Either way, you guys are here because you love us and we love you. So on behalf of
Okay.
I knew you were waiting to jump on that. So on behalf of Dude IDK Studios, our executive producer, Michael Dean, Erica Kopp, Tori Showman, myself, Night Owls.
Hoot hoot.
Yeah.